Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. Okay, I'm today really excited because I got finally my hands on the Ensley Cosmetics Harvest Moon palette. Guys, if you watch my channel, I wanted this palette for such a long time. And I'm so happy that I got finally my hands on it. It was so hard. The only retailer here in Germany that I could find that sells really good indie makeup is monolith.com. And I was so excited when I found this website, and I really waited for such a long time to get my hands on the Ensley Cosmetics Harvest Moon palette. They sold also the newest one, you know, the blue one, this one right here. I'm also really interested in this one, especially right now when the springtime is hitting us, you know. I think it's really fitting for the springtime right now. But the Harvest Moon was my first choice when it comes to Ensley. It was the first palette in a long time that I really wanted with my whole heart. And initially I wanted to film today with my newer Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. Yes, I bought it finally for myself to try the Danessa Myricks formulation for the first time. When this came to my doorsteps, I knew the Danessa Myricks palette has to wait just a little bit, just for a little while, you know. I really need to play with this one first. And I thought about to do two looks with you together. I'm so excited to dive right into this beauty, and if you are excited too, stay tuned and let's get right into the video. So I will first start to dig into a matte shade, and I think I will start with Pumpkin Punch right here. All in all, this palette is reminding me really much of a perfect fall type of palette. You know, it comes how it comes, and it just happened that I got this palette during springtime. But I'm not mad at it. I'm really so much excited about this one. So I have my mirror right here. So like I said, we'll go into the shade Pumpkin Patch first, and I will start to pat it at the outer portion of my lid area. Just a little bit, and I'm going into the crease. And I'm using a really dense type of blending brush for that. After the most is off my brush, I will start to blend it a little bit above my crease. Okay, right off the bat, guys, the mattes are blending out so beautiful and easy. There's not a single problem I'm facing right now with this shade. And it's very strong upon first applying, but you also can dip really lightly in there and control it a little bit more. But all in all, it's an pigmented shade. Okay, I don't have many options, or not an option at all with the matte shades right here. I don't have any light matte in this palette, but I knew that purchasing this one, you know, so I'm not mad about that. And I think I will make it work like it is right now for the two looks, because I want to just show you this palette right here. But just that you know, guys, you don't have light matte. So if you are just playing with this palette, I hope you are aware about that. But I'm really not mad at it. I'm seeing the vision, and this is something that's more important to me. So now I will go into the shade Tombstone. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited about this shade. Or it's feeling very creamy and emollient, and holy crap. Holy crap, guys. Look how stunning. I will show it to you in a close-up. You need to see that. Look how stunning. What is that even? I don't know, it's like the sun. The sun, it's burning right into your face. Oh, it's looking so stunning. I think if you are doing Ensley Rain, despite if you have many indie eyeshadows or not, it will give you something special. I have the feeling, because it's a look at that. Okay, I'm sold. Alone for this shade right here, I'm sold. And I will pat it at the outer portion where I laid down the, how is it called? The Pumpkin Patch shade. And I will put it right over it with patting motions so that I don't get fallout. or that I can provide the fallout at least, all over the outer portion of the lid area. I'm going again a little bit above the crease area so that it's visible as possible, because I think it's a beautiful shade. Ooh. Guys, wasn't that excited in a hot minute about eyeshadows. How can this be so beautiful? I'm asking you. Ooh, it's very, very stunning, and look how much is left on my finger. So let's use this for the other side as well. Didn't dip again into it. Look how much. Whoa. Okay, that's impressive. Really, really impressive. I'm a happy girl right now. Just telling you that. Okay, there's even so much left that I can show you a swatcheroo of this shade right here. And I see that it's shifting in a greenish goldeny tone. Let me see if I can show that to you. It's so hard, I don't think you can see that, but it's beautiful. You have to take my word for it. I will try to do it with the phone light as well. Let's see. Maybe if I'm doing that, I really want to show you the switch. I don't know. Let me do this one maybe as well. So maybe now. But you can see right away how blingy it is. Or so beautiful. I hope you can see a little bit of that switch. It's not a strong switch in this one, but you can definitely see it. I don't know if you pick up on it, but you can see the beauty of it, at least. Can you see the sparkles, that it's greenish, goldenish? Oh, so stunning. Okay, now I will blend it a little bit out with my brush again, just a little bit, right over my crease area. Just that it's a little bit more smoothed out. And now I will go into the shade Foliage. I don't know how to pronounce this one, but it's the really, really light orangey shade right here. Okay. I dipped really, really lightly into this one, but it seems like you have to pet into this one, because look how much came off. So stunning, but it's really, really much. More than I needed and I wanted, but whoa. What are those shades? Those are so magical. Wow. Guys, I'm not even exaggerating. I'm really impressed right now. I hope it doesn't seem fake or something like that, because I really am. I really, really am so impressed. Look at this beauty again. Okay, I see what I paid for, I have to be honest. I know it's not a cheap palette, but I see what I paid for, I have to say. Let's try this much. I will try. I will pat really, really lightly into my front portion. Also the other side. Ooh. I wasn't impressed that much in such a long time. Okay, it's again very much left, so let's swatch this as well on my hand. It's a really nice pairing. Look at this. Ooh, here you can see the shift a little bit, this orangey type of shift. And green and orange and everything else. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, okay. Let's blend again a little bit out at the edges. Very, very lightly with the same brush. I can't deal with that right now. My eyes are looking like a phoenix or something like that. Now let's come to the lower lash line, and I love the concept of orange and lilac together. So let's go now into the lilac-y shades. And I think I will go into the shade Spooky Season first with a packing brush. And I will put this one at the outer portion first, doing a little bit like a wing, like you can tell, and going ever so slightly to the front portion of my lower lash line. Try to focus the color very near my lower lash line as well. I love those shades. It's a beautiful plummy purpley type of tone. I think to keep the look very bright, because I'm feeling the bright look in the moment. Let's go now into the shade Wishful Thinking. It's this one right here, and it's also a shifting shade. Really, really greenish shifting type of shade. Let me see if I can show it to you as well. Oh, there you go. Here's the first shift. Can you also see the green? It's a very greenish type of shade, but I don't know if you can pick up on it. And I will go with the same packing brush into this shade, Wishful Thinking, like I said. And this one I will put also at the outer corner of my lower lash line, over the matte shade. Mattes are helping me right now to create a nice base, you could say, but all in all, I really wanna focus on those beautiful glitters, because at the end of the day, they are the showstoppers. And I really wanna show them the most to you. This is the first palette I have in my collection with that many multi-chromes and holochromes. I never tried holochromes, to be honest. I think Wishful Thinking also has some holochromes, so let's see. Ooh, on my hand it's looking right now very, very green. Yeah, here are definitely some holochromes, and for the second look I really wanna showcase the holochromes on my lid area to you. But look how beautiful this one is as well. It's looking very, very stunning. And here you can see the switch from lilac to green. It's also with a dark base, but in this case it's really not bothering at all. And in the front portion, let's do the shade Forage, because I think it will pair really, really nice. It's looking so beautiful, and it's a really bright greenish type of shade with gold undertones. I think it will pair very nice with the look. So let's do this one at the front portion. Why not? Again, with the same packing type of brush. On the lid or on the actual face, it's a little bit more of a grayish green. But it's beautiful anyways. I really, really like it. I want it a little bit brighter, but maybe I have to go into the shade Deciduous, I think it's called. Let's go over it with this shade as well. Really want a bright, bright green at the front portion. And this is definitely a bright, bright green. And it's switching to almost a blue, you could say. Very interesting as well. A greenish blue shade. I'm so excited. Let's put it over it. Yes, this is the brightness I wanted. Okay. I really want to try to make this palette spring appropriate as well. And I think I'm doing a nice job right now. Okay, let's do the same step on the other side as well. Going first into Forage. Putting it at the front portion. And now let's go into Deciduous. And putting it over it. Okay guys, and the last thing that's missing is my inner corner, and I think I will stay with the color Foliage for that. This one right here with an inner corner type of shade, because I think this color is perfect for the inner corners. Ooh, I'm so impressed right now, guys. So I think this is everything I want to do. Now let me quickly do my lashes and my lips, and then we will be right back with the finished result and the zoomed out version. Okay guys, and here's the first look all zoomed out. I love it. I love it so much. For my lashes, I used my Pat McGrath Labs Fetish Eye Mascara in Extreme Black to give me just a little bit of wispy lashes, but all in all to let the look speak for itself. And a newer thing in my collection, also from Pat McGrath, it's the Blitz Trends lipstick in the color Electra. I love this color. Look at this color, guys. It's switching from a red-orange to a gold-yellow reflex. Oh my gosh, it's perfect for the look as well. I waited for this lipstick for, I think, around 2 years. Then she finally brought it back and I jumped on it immediately when I saw it. Because whew, this color is stunning. I wanted it for such a long time, and I also can really imagine to wear this one in the summertime because it's so beautiful. I think it's already sold out again. So I'm very, very happy that I got my hands on it. For sure. And yeah, guys, about this palette and about my first look with this palette right here, I love it. I love it so much. I can give you a little bit more details tomorrow when I see how it's wearing, how it's looking over the day, and I will tell you everything about it, everything else. But what I can tell you right now is that it's a fantastic formulation. It's buttery smooth. I didn't felt so excited in a long time. I think the last time was with the Maya palette that I had that much excitement about a palette. This one is giving it me back. And I need now more from Ensley, but I will enjoy my time with it first because it's so stunning and beautiful. I love the first look. I love it so, so much. I love that I could do a very bright look, even though it's considered a very beautiful fall type of palette. I think I managed to do a very beautiful bright look with it. What do you think? I really, really love it and it's beautiful. Tomorrow you will see a little bit more the holochromes in action because we need to play with them for sure. I really want to test them out all over my lid. But we used a good amount of shimmery shades today, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we used 5 shades today, if I didn't forget something. But yeah, stunning, stunning, stunning. I love the mattes as well, the 2 that I used today, at least. I think it was so easy and so fast. It wasn't a fuss at all. And by the way, guys, I looked up really close to my face. I don't think I have much fallout, if I have even some fallout on my face. Maybe just so little. It's not even worth mentioning. That's also something I'm very, very excited about. So yeah, that was the first look. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see each other tomorrow for the second look. I'm very, very excited about that. Yeah, and with that being said, I would say let's do this and let's jump into the second look together. Hey guys, it's the second day with the Harvest Moon palette from Ensley, and I'm so excited. Today I'm pretty sure I want to play a little bit more with those holochromes right here on my actual lid area because I really want that you can see the holochromy effect. In the pan, it's looking stunning, but I really want to test it on the eyes as well a little bit more and make it a little bit more the center point of attention today. So without further ado, let's get started and let's get right into the second and last look together. So let's do the second look together. And what I want to do is I want to go first into the shade Chili right here. It's a taupey type of plum shade, I would say. And I'm digging right into it with a denser, fluffy type of blending brush. And I will put this one all over my lid area. I'm starting with tapping motions. After that, I'm swirling it. I didn't dig very much into this shade Chili because I really want to keep it a little bit more on the lighter side today with the mattes and really want to do it as a light layer all over the lid, just to give a little bit of a shadow and a little bit of an accent. I heard from some YouTubers, I watched many videos on this palette, that the shades are too pigmented almost, but I have to disagree. In my opinion, I think they are very buildable instead. If you are digging very much into the pan and really, really hard, of course you will get much pigment, but look, I can build it up. It's not too much, I think. And if I want stronger, I can do that. And this is something I really appreciate. Now let's go with a packing brush into the shade Phantom right here, just a little bit. And I will put this one really, really lightly at the outer and inner portion of my lid area. Like a little halo, you could almost say. But really just focusing it at the lid area and not going above it. Now I will take a teensy tiny bit of glitter glue, but really not too much, on my finger, using the NYX one as always, and dotting this one right in the middle area of both eyelids. Going a little bit above the crease because we want a shimmer today, like the palette is telling me to do. And now I'm going into this beautiful looking holochrome right here. This one. It's also a little bit shifting. Hunter's Moon. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Oh my gosh. It's also a little bit on the greenish grayish side. It's flipping. Also a little bit lilac-y. It's very, very beautiful. Look guys, I hope you can see that. Again, really, really stunning looking, and I will pat it right in the middle portion. I have again so much on my finger that it will last me for both eyes. Can you see that? The holochromy effect on the eyelid. So stunning. Okay, because I'm not done with the glitter yet, let's dip again into the glitter glue a little bit. And I decided I want to glitter also at the outer and inner corner of my lid area. So I will dot a little bit of glitter glue right there and tap it out. And I want to go into the next holochrome, it seems like. It's called Bougie, I think. This one right here. It's also very emollient and holy crap. Again, a very beautiful shade. Ooh. Also switching in very many colors again. It's gold, it's green, it's red. It's stunning. And I will go with this shade there where I laid down basically the mattes. And go over that. Ooh. My eyes are looking again like they are on fire, and I'm here for it. Really don't need much. You have to dig very lightly into it if you don't want to go overboard. But if you want to go overboard, go in there, guys. Go in there and give yourself a glittery eye day. Again, very, very stunning looking. And I think for my lower lash line, I want to keep it a little bit more neutral, quote unquote. So let's see. I think I will go into the shade Cozy now. This one right here with a packing brush. And just spread it basically all over my lower lash line first. This shade is a little bit darker than it seems like in the pan, so just that you know. But it's a beautiful, rich brown. I'm here for it. It's fitting the vibes, for sure, of this palette. And with the other side of the brush, no additional product on it, I will blend it a little bit more out. Now with the packing side again, I will go into the shade Harvest Moon, this one right here. It's also looking very, very beautiful. It's a beautiful, rich brown shade, it seems like. And I will put this one at the outer corner of my lower lash line over the brown shade. Ooh, a very glittery one. Beautiful. And for the rest of my lower lash line, I will go into Corn Maze right here. It's looking very nice and very, very cozy. So I think it will pair really nice. And it's also with a green shift again. So everything is with a little green shift, just that you know. But it's fitting the vibes very, very much. What I want to do for the inner corners. The thing is, everything is a little bit more with a blackish kind of undertone, so you have to think a little bit for the inner corner part. I have the feeling, or it's just in my case, but yeah, it's a little bit harder to decide what you want to do for the inner corners if it's not foliage, you know. The rest is very dark and deep looking. But let's try to go with Hunter's Moon again. Why not? Let's try that. It's not too bad, I have the feeling. So maybe for that part I would sometimes go into another palette. But all in all, you really can use this palette on its own. I will take the shade Hunter's Moon on the same brush, on the inner corner type of brush again, and also drag it very, very lightly on the front portion of my lower lash line, just to tie it a little bit more together. Okay guys, again, I think this is everything I want to do. I really love the look. I'm very, very impressed again. The shimmers, the holochrome, everything is so beautiful and everything is playing so nice together. So let me just quickly do my lashes and my lips, and then we will be right back with the finished result. So guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. For my lashes, I used my Melt Cosmetics Supernatural Mascara. I love this mascara to the moon and back, I have to say. I'm so glad that I bought it for myself. Every time I'm using this one, I'm getting so beautiful lashes, and I think they are pairing very nice with the look. And to match the look overall, I wanted to keep it a little bit more fresh, a little bit more light with my lips, you know, but glittery as well, because I think it's a nice matchy-match thing right here. And to do that, I used my MAC lip pencil in the color Whirl, just a little bit, and also just a little bit did go around my lips with this one and filled them ever so slightly with this in. And after that, I used my MAC Taste for Bubbles Fizzy Feel Lip Balm right here, all over the lid, just to keep them a little bit more moisturized and to give it a little bit more of a shine and to let them even more shine. I did go over it with my Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Astral Lip Balm in Bronze Astral. This color is beautiful and gave me this beautiful bronzy type of sheen for the lips as well. So very, very happy about the overall outcome, I have to say. And now guys, let's come to the main thing about this whole video right here. The Harvest Moon palette. If you couldn't tell, I'm very impressed with it. I think it's so beautiful. You have a variety of shimmers. There are mostly all of them are shifting in a beautiful way. And mostly all of them, if you have to like greens, I have to say, because mostly all of them are shifting into this greenish, reddish, orangey type of color. I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. This was the palette I really wanted for the longest time from Ensley, I have to say. It's so beautiful. Ever after I saw this one, I was in love with it, and I never got my hands on it because it was so fast gone on this German website, and I'm so glad that this time I did get my hands on this one, and I'm so happy I did. So happy. I used almost every color in here. I think the holochromes, I hope you could sort in my demo that the holochromes are so beautiful and strong, and when the right light is hitting you, you can see them definitely so strong and beautiful, and I'm very impressed with them. But also the non-holochromes shade have something so unique and special to them. I think even if you have a large amount of duochromes, multichromes, holochromes in your collection, I think this palette is giving you something special anyways to your collection, because it just has something so special to it. I can't describe it to you exactly what it is, but everything is so vibrant and beautiful, and it's so much fun to play with it, and it's giving me So much joy and an inspirational outlet. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't have many multi and duochromes in my collection, I have to say, so this is an extra nice thing to have as well. And like I said, I used almost every shade in here except Sparkling Cider, Ghost Moon. I didn't use every matte shade in here, you know. But I have to say the mattes I used are beautiful. They are stunning, and I think every matte will perform like that in this palette right here. You can blend them out so easy and so fast. I'm very impressed with them. I think they are lovely. The shades are beautiful. One lighter matte shade would have been very nice, but I understand the concept of this palette right here, so I'm not mad at it. And I have the feeling I make it work anyways, so I'm not bothered by that at all. I have so many palettes in my collection with a light matte that I can pull out if I want to, so I'm not mad at that. Really not at all. I think they are performed beautiful. Didn't use every matte in here, but I just wanted to get a general feel for the mattes. And like I said, it won't be the last time I'm using this palette in front of the camera. You can bet on it. And I also didn't use every shimmery shade in this palette, but yeah, the most of them I used. I didn't use Sweater Weather, Ghost Moon, Sparkling Cider, Equinox, and Flannel. I think those are the shades I didn't use, so let's swatch them quickly. Guys, really, you don't need to dig so much into them. They are very emollient and you get very, very much on your fingers, so be a little bit careful about that. Even though I knew that, I did go in again very, very strongly. So this is also very interesting. There are some shades like the shade Ghost Moon that are very emollient. And for example, the shade Sparkling Cider, I did go in right now. It's a little bit more on the drier side, but not in a bad way. I have the feeling the drier ones will even last longer on your lid. So that's also something to keep in mind. Let's go into Equinox. Beautiful. Which one? Flannel? Didn't I use Flannel? I'm not sure. I used Forage or Flannel for my look? I think I used Forage, so let's go into Flannel. No, I used Flannel. Let's go into Forage. I think I didn't use Forage. I don't know, guys. It's too much right here. And Sweater Weather. Ooh, also very beautiful. So let's swatch them quickly. Like I thought. Let me stand up for a moment and show them to you. Here they are. Look how beautiful. They are very, very stunning. I hope you can see the slight shift in them as well. Let me come even closer. And they are also so pigmented. Here they are again on my finger. Let me just take the lights off and show them to you again, because I have the feeling they are deserving a little bit more than that. So let me do that quickly again. This one right here, it's the shade, I think Blood Moon or something like that. Let me see again. Ghost Moon. This is the shade Ghost Moon right here on my pinky. Shifting so beautifully. It's red and gray and blue and also with some green sparkles again in there. Ooh. And here. They are beautiful, guys. They are so stunning. So yeah, guys, I hope I gave you a general feeling for those shimmers, for those glitters, for those multi and duochromes. I hope I gave you a little bit of a feeling for those holochromes in here. This palette is stunning, guys. I'm very, very excited to play more with it. I'm so excited that I finally dipped my toes into Ensley Rain Cosmetics. I'm very impressed. And also the Harvest Moon lettering right here is a little bit raised from the pan, so you can feel it. And I think also that the overall illustration is so stunning looking. I love the whole palette. If I have to say a downside, those are minor things that can bother some people or not. I just want to point them out if there are some. I don't like that there is no mirror in it. I really think for a large palette I would love to have a mirror in it, because I'm a little bit of a blind person, you know. I really can't see that well without my glasses. So I have to go really near to a mirror, and I think it's every time a little bit easier when the palette has a mirror. But it's not a must, you know. It's really not a must. It's also not good for the environment to have so many mirrors and palettes. I understand that as well. But it's something that I always appreciate a little bit. And also, the palette itself is very, very thin, if you know what I mean. It's not a complaint. I just had to get used to it at first because it's really thin. It's thinner than most of my palettes that I have. And I was a little bit confused at first by that, but it's just the nature of this palette. But on the other hand, I think it's so easy to store it that way because of its thinness. So I'm not mad about that, just wanted to point it out. And also what I thought is that the pans are raised really, really deep into the palette. It's a magnetic palette, by the way, so you can pull them out, arrange them like you want to, or you can put different shades into this palette, so you have some options right here, but they are very deeply raised in. It's not a complaint, it's just something I wanted to point out because it's something that I saw or felt right away when I saw this palette. So just that you know, they are deeply raised in, but after getting used to it, I don't think it's a problem for me personally. I think it's beautiful, stunning. I really like it. It's a pricey palette, so see the pros and the cons of this palette and decide if it's something for you. There are very dark shades in here, so, and very vibrant shades as well. So you have to like something like that, of course, to have your fun with this one in the end. But yeah, guys. With that being said, I hope you liked this video. It was so much fun. If you like especially indie brand type of videos, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, I hope you had fun. Maybe you have this palette already at home and inspired you to pull it out again, play a little bit with it. So excited to play so much more with this one, and I think it's a beautiful palette. It's a palette I enjoyed so much for I don't know how long again, because I love all my palettes, don't get me wrong, but to get me really excited, it's take a little bit, you know, because I'm very familiar with many colors, many formulations now, so to get me that excited again, this is a plus for the palette for sure. We will see each other in my next video, and until then, guys, bye.